Hi, hello, how are we? Welcome back to my channel. Today is day 3 of Vlogmas. How have y'all been liking the vlog so far? I hope y'all are enjoying them. And we today are going to continue to keep on making dinosaurs for my order. I did take on custom orders recently, and one of them is a dino by Katie's. It's her standing dino, so we are going to be seeing how many dinos we can make in 24 hours. Technically the timer will be 23 hours and 59 minutes because the timer on my phone does not go to 24 hours. However, we are not going to be doing like an all-nighter situation. It'll be more of a when I'm working, the timer will be going, and if I'm going to get up randomly for anything, I will pause it. But if it's going to be like anything less than 10 minutes that's going to take me to do something, I will not pause the timer, just because that would be insane. I would be pausing the timer every single time I have to get up to do something. So if I'm going to spend more than 10 minutes on a specific item, like cooking dinner or cooking lunch, taking a shower, stuff like that, I will pause the timer. Going to sleep, the timer will be paused, but other than that, we are going to leave the timer running and see how many dinos I can get done in 24 hours. I hope y'all enjoy, and leave down below how many dinos y'all think I can get done. I feel like they're taking me a little bit longer than I would like. Be a little bit lenient. I have 3 done so far, and I'm making 9 in total, so we have 6 to go. It would be amazing if I can do 6 in 24 hours. Let's see. And let's get this timer started. 23 hours, 59 minutes, start. We're going to start with blue first. I am using Parfait Chunky, and this is the color Azure, with a G hook, which is a 4mm hook. Let's do this magic circle and get going. I'm also watching Is It Cake Holiday Edition on Netflix, and I'm loving it so far. I'm barely on the first episode of season 2, but it's so good. I love this show. What is y'all's like guilty pleasure show that not many people watch, but you really like it? Mine is anything cooking, baking. I love those shows. The weather is in the 30s today, and it is so freaking cold, but it's like when you don't have to leave your house and it's cold, I feel like it's perfect weather. But as soon as you have to leave the house, you're like, absolutely not. I do not want to go out in the cold. But right now, just looking out the window, it looks so gloomy, but also so, it's like warm inside. It feels like Christmas. I am going to be starting on the arms. I got blue, and then I also got green, which looking at these colors together now, I'm like, that would be the perfect dino. I got this one, it's key lime. This would be such a good dino. These are 2 different dino bodies. I just got my yarn order from Premiere. I forgot how much yarn I got. It wasn't even a lot, but I totally forgot what I got, so it was nice opening it and it being a surprise. What am I doing? I just looked back on the footage from day 1. I was editing and I'm really sad. I had to turn up the brightness 50% on the editing app, and it still looked really dark. So if y'all have the Osmo Pocket 3 and y'all use it to vlog, what are y'all settings? I used that camera on day 1 inside, and the quality was really bad, and when I used it outside for day 2, I feel like the quality is a lot better. So I don't know if it's just an outdoor camera or there's something in the settings that I need to change for indoor vlogging. I'm using the camera that I normally use, and this is my, is it ZV-10 from Sony? I really like both of them. This one is a lot bigger than the Osmo Pocket 3, and I would just like to use both of them interchangeably just because of storage and space, and if I'm doing like 2 videos at the same time, it's easier. However, I don't know, I just bought the Osmo Pocket 3, so I want to use it because it's new, it's quick, it's small, it's pretty, expensive, and I would like to use it, you know. If the quality is going to be bad and so dark where you can't see what I'm doing, I'm not gonna use it for Vlogmas. But if y'all do have that camera, can y'all let me know y'all settings? I need to do some research as well. It is a little bit hard to use because of the gimbal effect, and the face tracking kind of gets me dizzy as well, so I do not use the face tracking feature as much. But let me know your settings, please, if y'all do have that camera. We are at 23 minutes or 23 hours and 38 minutes, and we have all the pieces done. So the two arms, his little tail, and his nose. Now to start on legs. I feel like we are running good on time. I really don't have anything to compare it to. I have made 3 other ones like I said earlier. I just don't know how long they took me to work on them, so nothing to compare it to. Let's make these legs and start on the body. I printed out on shipping labels because my iPad dies constantly. I'm not good at charging stuff. Something is always dying around me. Printing it out on shipping labels is didn't recommend because you do not have to pay for the ink. It's a thermal printer, and you are able to take this wherever you want, and it doesn't take up space, and it's not heavy, so it's nice. There's only 3 episodes of Is It Cake Holiday Edition, and I'm set. I'm on episode 2 right now. We are at 23 hours and 6 minutes, so 54 minutes have passed. We are about to add the arms in this next round. I feel like we are moving pretty quickly. Without the head, we just have the body and all the pieces done in an hour. I think that's pretty good. Timing wise, we're going to add these arms. I did have to stuff a little bit already, and then from here we are doing the head, and then we'll stuff at the very end. Since the hole is big enough, we don't have to stuff everything right now. I love crocheting in arms. It's the best. It's the next day. Are we surprised? We are at 22 hours and 56 minutes left, basically 23 hours, and yesterday we had dinner. I had to take the kids a shower. We ended up watching a movie. We watched Caught Stealing with Austin Butler, and I ended up scrolling my phone, working on different projects, so we didn't get anything done yesterday. So we're gonna start from scratch today. Hopefully we get a lot more done today. I'm happy that I did pause my timer when I did, because I wasn't going to, because I was just going to get up and put the kids in the shower. And I was like, no, I want to pause it so I can be in there with them. I started putting like little light bulbs on the lights, little like the covers, and time just went by so quick. I cannot believe it. So we are starting from scratch today, and we will be at basically 23 hours, and let's see how much we can get done today. I just finished editing day 1 of Vlogmas, and the quality is so bad. I'm so sorry. It looks like I was recording on my first phone ever. It looks so bad. I'm so sorry. And probably this quality is not even better. I don't know. Is it good? The babies are asleep. It's currently 8 in the morning. So I woke up before them, and I'm going to try to get as much done as I can. So let's get to crocheting after my coffee finishes. Just finished working on the time lapse and also adding all the pieces to the dinosaur. I think that I messed up on the neck. It looks a little bit skinnier than the other ones. Like this one is chunky compared to this one. I feel like there's 2 stitches missing, but it still worked out. Since I am in my room already, I'm going to do the spikes and the belly color in the blue. So we are done with the Zur. I got interrupted by the babies, so I'm making lunch now, and then I will be able to work on the spikes. So I did pause the timer. We got, what, like 10 minutes of uninterrupted time? Not bad. For dinner, I'm making zucchini, steak, onions, and cottage cheese on top. Hopefully it's delicious. I really wanted to make carne molida, but it's frozen, so we opted out for steak. Currently already 11 the next day, so it has been 24 hours since I started this video, but technically it's only been like an hour and a half of actual recording and working, which is insane. It took me a whole day to do this, but it's actually only an hour and a half to do this. Like, what? Make it make sense. Lunch is ready. We got steak, onions, zucchini, and cottage cheese right on top. Here is what it's looking like. Delicious. Now I'm going to devour this, hang out with the kiddos for a little bit, and hopefully get back to some crocheting in a little bit. How many times am I going to say in a little bit? Bon appetit. Lunch was delicious. We are going to start on the belly patch of the dino, and then we will work on the spikes. Oh, I already had a bobby pin here. I want to go get another one. My tummy is so full. I think the contrast of these blues is going to look incredible when I got a wall. The other colors, the other colors that are going to have a monochromatic look is pink and green. I'm deciding if I should do the pink dino, just because I know she's not going to buy the pink dino because she did want like boyish colors. I think it will sell at my market though. So I'm like, should I waste time making it right now or just work on other stuff? Because after I do this, I do have a couple of other custom orders that I have to get done. And then I do need a market prep. I think I have a market this Friday. It's either this Friday or next Friday. And then I have a market on Saturday. So I'm going to be very busy. The end of the year is so much. There was also a market tomorrow. I didn't sign up for it though. I really wanted to. Now I feel like I should have. I don't know. I'm trying to get all the markets in that I can. This year has been very slow for me. And I need to work. 22 hours and 10 minutes, and we just finished all the pieces. So we have the belly and 3 spikes. Normally the pattern calls for 5 spikes so that you would put 3 on the head and then 2 on the body. I'm just doing the head, making it simple, easy, and it still looks cute. So I'm going to attach the belly right now. Oh no. Where's my needle? Did I drop it? I did. Let's attach these. 21 hours and 55 minutes, and we finished number 1. He's a cutie. He has a little fluff. Get rid of that fluff. We will add the eyes later if we get to that point. And then they're just going back here, the ones that are done with the eyes. Next is a green monochromatic, so the light green will be the base, dark green will be all the features, and then these are the eyes that's going to go with it. I think this is adorable and it's gonna look so freaking good. I'm going to switch it up a little bit, get a little crazy, and we're going to do the belly and the spikes first. Let's get to it. That means I can do a dino in 2 hours. I feel like that's a lot of time. If I'm really thinking about it, that's a long time for a dino. I don't know. and it's so little. How do y'all feel about that? Have y'all ever timed yourself making stuff? If so, does the number surprise you? Because it surprises me. I have... I forgot my coffee. I've heated up my coffee 4 times already today. Today's been a day. It's already 12:38, and if I was to crochet straight this whole time until the timer ran out, I will be done at 10:33 in the morning tomorrow. What? I feel like I should get started on day number 4 because today is Vlogmas day 3 for y'all. I am about 2 days early on posting, which I wish I was a little bit further along in posting because life happens. I get lazy. I'm a mom and sometimes I can't film all the time. I don't have the energy to film all the time. I get really bad headaches. It's bad. And seasonal depression. You hear me? I think I'm going to get started on day number 4's vlog in a little bit. Maybe I will let y'all know. I'm super excited for that one, and it's going to transform my whole room. So I would like to add that touch, if y'all know what I mean. That's just insane that I will be working until 10:33 if I never stop the timer. So was this a good challenge? I feel like this challenge should have been for like day 20. How long I should... The truth behind 24-hour videos. The honest truth. The good. The bad. The ugly. Mwah. Okay, I have 10 minutes left of episode 3 of season 2, Is It Cake? And then I'm going to be watching some YouTube.
Number 1, what led us to decide this man was cake?
The booty was misshapen.
One cheek was bigger than the other one.
You're going to have to trust me, but there's 21 hours and 36 minutes left, and we just finished all the pieces. The tails on these spikes are super long. I don't know what I was thinking. Obviously not using my brain. Let's make some arms now. What is this? Who did this? Who did this to my yarn? What? There's fluff in my hair. Jeez Louise.
What is this, Mama?
My dentist thinks.
For you to check what you need: toys, dinosaurs, and a yarn. Oh, Mama, this is what I draw. You like it?
We have encountered a knot that is bringing me back like 5 minutes already. Also, I put my hair up. I look like an
Hey,
egg.
baby, that fantasy!
The kids are in here, so it's extremely loud. But I'm struggling with this knot. Also, I have this pattern memorized.
This is.
We are on 20 hours and 54 minutes. We have the legs done, and we are working on the body now. Also, I finished all the YouTube videos that I had to watch. I had to watch them. We are watching The Secret Life of Mormon Wives. I forgot to watch season 3. I don't know what happened. Yes. Time went by. So we're watching now. We're barely on episode 1. We started it and it's barely been like 2 minutes. So I don't have any thoughts or anything yet. I'm going to continue to work on this body. And yeah. That's my update.
Hey, bye.
Bye. It's the longest break in the century. And we are at 20 hours and 39 minutes left. It's been a lot. Right now, if I was to go through the whole timer and not pause it, we will now be ready at 1 o'clock tomorrow. I doing? Oh my goodness. Guys, I think this is going to be the last dino I make. And then I'm going to start making little keychain dinos instead of these big ones. Because technically I will have five. And she needs 4. And I think that's good, honestly. There'll be one that she doesn't take and she can decide out of all of them. And I think that's good. So I'm going to, this will be my last dino, the green one. Light green with dark green. And then we will start working. I think I'm going to do Emmy Sue's little dino keychain. If it's in the claw machine. However, I don't really use my claw machine anymore. I think I'm going to work on that dino instead. Because I can sell those at $5. They're so much faster to make. And I can make so many in the next 20 hours. So this will be our last dino. And then we will get started on the other dino. I'm about to start working on the head right now. Is this the front or the back? This is the front. So we're going to keep on going and then get to the back so then I can start increasing. Okay, finally got the baby to sleep. He is in the sleep in my room, so I can't be too loud. We are at 20 hours and 17 minutes. The yarn looks insane, but I'm about to start stuffing. I also turned on my LED lights. It's such a vibe. I love it so much. But I'm going to continue to watch Secret Life of Mormon Wives and close this up. And then I need to make the nose and the tail, sew that on, and then sew on all the spikes. And then we can get started on the next dinosaurs. Oh, we need to add eyes. I think we're gonna add eyes and then we'll get started on the next dinosaurs. I'm also doing Vlogmas over on TikTok, so if y'all don't follow my TikTok, it's in the description box in all my videos. Go follow my TikTok, and those are filmed the day of and posted the day of, so those are more real-time Vlogmases, and those are strictly small business related, so only crochet related. I know in these videos I do show y'all a little bit of my life, a little bit more, but those are just strictly small business. I am personally a very private person. If you know me in real life, you know absolutely nothing about me unless you ask me or I tell you. I am so private, and it's weird because I do have like a very present online personality, but in real life I'm very quiet. I'm the most introvert person you will ever meet, so I try to be a little bit cautious of what I put out. So those are just strictly vlogmases for small business, but over here I feel like you get to know me a little bit more over here on YouTube. I just hope y'all enjoy. But if y'all are not following me over on TikTok, go follow me, please. That would be amazing. My goal is to hit 300,000 likes over there. So instead of followers being the end of the year goal, I have a like goal. So maybe we can reach it. I do need to go shopping for some more polyfill because I'm about to run out. But let's finish crocheting this and start the timer and watch Mormon Wives. Look at how much yarn we have left. We are doing good. I am going to sew on the tail and the nose. I think we'll be able to use up this yarn and it'll count towards our yarn usage of the month of December. I just did November's yarn usage and I used 26 skeins of yarn, which is honestly more than I thought, because I thought that number was low and it was a lot higher than I thought. I'm going to sew on the tail first. It goes on this side. Also, this tail came out different. I don't know why, but I like this tail so much more than the other ones that I've been making. I don't know what happened. My tension, maybe? I took a risk and turned on the lights and he didn't wake up. But here he is with his nose and tail. Now let's add in the belly and the spikes. We got a dino with spikes and he's adorable. Now to add eyes. These are the eyes we are going to be adding. Not like this, but that green. Yes. A chromatic green on green. We got mint on navy blue. Or navy blue on mint. We got this one. I don't know what the heck happened. This one, I counted wrong. Look how tall and skinny it is compared to these that are short and chubby. These are me. This is what I aspire to be. And here is my blue and orange one. You like them? Oh, he smiled. They're all done. I love them so much. So I'm going to take a picture of them, send them to the girl. Hopefully she likes one of them. We are on 18 hours and 54 minutes. I was editing my TikTok video and I forgot to pause it. Sorry. I'll pause it right now. Now we are going to be making as many mini dinos as we can by Emmy Sue Designs. It is her little keychain. Let me bring it up for y'all. Let's see, let's look for it. I feel like I need to brush my teeth. Yeah? Uh-huh. Yay, I typed in Emmy Sue and it was there. So she has two of them. She has like a standing little baby dino and then the triceratops. I'm going to be doing the triceratops. She does sew on the horns, but I'm going to just embroider them just like Megs Makes patterns. I showed them in day 1 of Vlogmas. I think I'm just going to do that instead because I do not want to make all those horns, have to sew them on because there's 3 horns per dino and that will be too much work. So we're just going to embroider the horns on and let's get started. 8:41 and it feels like it's midnight. This time change. Yes. Welcome to day 3 of this 24-hour challenge. Guys, I have decided I'm going to turn this into a 12-hour challenge instead because at this rate, I'm going to be filming into the day that this needs to be posted. So this will be a 12-hour challenge. We're at 17 hours and 53 minutes on the clock. So we have, what, 5 hours to make as many dinos as we can, and I think we can do it. So here are the 2 dinos that I made. This one is Parfait Chunky. This one is Sweet Snuggles Light, and they are adorable. I think that I should do felt eyes on this one. I do sell these in my Etsy shop, and these are the medium size, and they will fit perfect. And this size is the small size. Look how cute they are. Okay, so I am putting little baby blueies into these ornaments on my Christmas tree for my markets. So I was planning on putting the dinos in here. So let me show you what it looks like. This is the small Parfait Chunky one. It fits perfect. I just think it's too small to sell it at $12. So I'm going to put these at $5. And I have a little bit more yarn left of the green, so I'm going to finish this one off, make another dino so that I can count this towards my end of the month goal or yarn usage. And look, the Sweet Snuggles Light, it's squished in there, but it's perfect. However, it doesn't close completely, so I'm going to try to use a 4mm hook or a 5mm hook instead. I'm using a 5.5. I think if I use a 5mm hook with the Sweet Snuggles Light, I can make it a little bit smaller and it will fit perfect. So I'm going to do that with the next one, and then we'll be using the medium eyes. And I'm probably going to sell this one at $5 as well just to get rid of it. But here's my little dino stack. Aren't they adorable? I use a 4mm on Parfait Chunky and I can't find a 5mm hook. Do they make that? And it's just lost. So I'm going to use a 4.5. It's the blue one. Here's the difference. I feel like there's a pretty big difference.
3, a 4, a 5.
And 5. So I'm going to use 4.5 on the Sweet Snuggles Light, and then we can compare the two from the 5.5 and 4.5. So we're going down a whole millimeter, and that's what it looks like.
But you know,
So hopefully it makes a big difference. I don't have holes in or anything in my 5.5, so I'm only going down so that it can fit inside the ornament. I would normally use a 5.5, but I want it to fit in the ornament.
wait, the hair.
There's no hair. It's stuffing. You see a little stuffing? We need to pull them out. I think the size is adorable. I am tired of working with Parfait Chunky, and I need to make use bigger yarn. So I'm going to try with the 4.5 and then see how it comes out. It's about 12:40, so I'm going to stop, make some lunch. I ended up making the one that's in 4.5 millimeter, and it is smaller. And then here it is compared to the Parfait Chunky one. So it's right in the middle, and I haven't even tested it out in the ornament. I think it's the frill that makes it look really big. That's perfect. Okay, so if y'all need some ornament ideas, this is by Emmy Sue. I was also practicing with the medium eyes. So the medium eyes looked perfect on this big dino. I did the frill one row forward, and the medium eyes just look way too big. Here. So I brought out the small ones. Small ones, are they too small? I don't know. I think I'm gonna do the small ones. With the next dino, I'm going to put the frill back where I put it on this one. So right here you can see I put it like in the middle of the foot. This one I did it in the front of the foot. So it did give him like a smaller face. And I think if I did it behind the foot or in the middle, I can use the medium eyes. I really would prefer to use the medium eyes just because they're a lot bigger and it's easier to make a lot of them.
I found something.
What'd you find?
A baddie.
A battery? That's not safe. Can you go put it where all the batteries go, please?
But it's for the T mode.
Oh, yeah.
But
I took it out because Moon was playing with it. So he couldn't change the channel.
so where's the T mode?
I don't know. I need to look for it.
Yeah, I don't want to put this
He's
back.
cute. Okay, I'm going to add the horns in a little bit. I'm going to cook dinner or lunch right now, and then we can complete these. And I think we're just going to do all different colors. I have a ton of colors. All the colors of Sweet Snuggles Light, I believe. And I'm slowly starting to buy the plush yarn from Premier. I bought a lot of their Stash Skulls bags because they were $4. And the yarn is like horrible quality, but you can't go wrong with $2 skeins of yarn that's over 100, 200 yards. So take advantage of those bag sales. This looks amazing. I honestly have a lot of the small eyes because I made a lot for my Black Friday sale and not one pack sold. And I made so much. I made over 20 packs of eyes, and then I have a ton of vinyl cut and prepped ready to be pressed, and nobody bought eyes. So if y'all would like to buy some eyes, please buy some. I'm going to leave them on my website or on my Etsy for a while. They were like limited edition, but no one bought them and I have a ton. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna go make some lunch, eat. Look at my little stack. So cute. The Secret Life of Mormon Wives is getting good. I am still watching it. We are at 16 hours and 31 minutes, so we have about 4 hours and 30 minutes until I am done. I don't know how long these take for me to make, but I feel like I'm getting quicker. So this is the one that we made. Wait, I think I showed y'all this one. So we were happy with the small eyes, and then I made another one, and then this one I decided to do back loops on a certain part so that I know where to add the frill, and I feel like that was the best decision because it's even all the way around. So I'm gonna start doing back loops in that same spot and then adding the frill. I still think the medium eyes are too big, so we will be using the small eyes. So this one, it's just not proportionate, so I'm going to be using the small eyes instead. I will be adding them at the very end and then adding the white at the very end, so maybe we can do that like the last 30 minutes of the timer. I'm going to continue to make as many of these as I can. I'm not sure, I don't really have a plan on colors or anything. I am just taking out the skimpy skeins and using those. So I might make another one of this color. It's a pretty color. The dryer is done. We are starting on the next color. This is Blue Shadow from Sweet Snuggles Light. I am trying to go with like greens and blues. I was looking at the coral, but I actually might go through my scraps. I feel like I need a gag. What the heck? I might go through my scraps. The boys, let me show y'all. They made a disaster in my room. Are you serious? So that's all my Sweet Snuggles scraps, but I have 2 buckets of like Parfait Chunky and Sweet Snuggles Light, so I might go in there, see how much scraps that are in Sweet Snuggles Light that I can use, because it's kind of, I was trying to use like the skimpy ones, but I'm really good about only putting out skeins that are like mostly full, so it's been kind of hard to find some, and I want to use some purples and pinks as well. But so far I've made 4 of these smaller ones, 6 in total. They look so cute. I love them so much. Also, it looks like I did eyebrows on this one. But this color combo is so good. And I don't know how many ornaments I have, so I need to double check and make sure I have enough. But also, I can put some out on the table. Not all of them need to be inside of ornaments because some of the ornaments will be filled with blueies as well. And I need to decide on what other animal. Last year, I made, I think it was 25 penguins, and I made them out of Sweet Snuggles Light, and I sold them at $12. I think if I was to make them in Parfait Chunky, they could fit in here, and those were like such good sellers, so I really need to make that pattern again, especially for like December and my 7 markets. I'm stressed. Yeah, after I make this blue one, we're going to look in my scrap pile. What I really need to do is organize all those scraps. Put Sweet Snuggles in one bucket and separate them like that, or separate them by color, something, because it's a mess and I'm getting stressed out. Like, looking at this pile, I'm getting so stressed out. I just want to grab it and put it in the trash, but I know that I should not do that. So I'm going to continue to work on this one. We're at 15 hours and 59 minutes. Thank you, Kaylee 12170 for following me. So she just started following me. We have about 4 hours, right? 3 hours until this video is done. I have had to get up so many times. It's already 4:45 and it's about to start getting dark. The baby is asleep, so I'm trying to use this time to crochet as much as I can and let the timer run as much as I can. But yeah, I just wanted to update y'all because I feel like today I haven't been updating y'all as much, and I just wanted to let y'all know. Here are the scraps I found. So gray, that one's definitely going to be enough yarn. We have the coral or pink. We have a light gray that will definitely be
4
enough.
and 5 and 6 and 7 and 9 and 10.
Good job, baby. And then we have this light blue, which is not going to be enough to make a dino, but I'm going to get as far as I can, and then I'll get a new skein. And then we also have a little bit of this blue, and again, I'm just going to get enough to make some of the dino, and then we'll get the rest of the skein from in there. But I'm going to try to use up all this yarn. I think that's all the Sweet Snuggles light I had. I don't know. The bucket is a mess and it's all tangled. It used to be in balls, but the kids like to play in there and it's a mess. So I'm going to work with this and then I'll check back in and show y'all what it looks like. Is this Sweet Snuggles light? This side doesn't look like it, but this side does. I think it is. Okay, we got to 15 hours, 11 minutes, and 55 seconds, but something has come up and I can no longer film, and I don't want this video to be late, so I will just see y'all tomorrow. I'm so sorry for failing this one. I let y'all down, but I'm so sorry. I will see y'all tomorrow. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to smile, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.